Hello and welcome back to the first game of the men's Premier League T20 series here in Teen Kwang Road, Mission Road, as it's commonly known. It's between Pakistan Association Cricket Club and United Services Recreation Club, known as USRC. And no surprises, the best of those teams in the playing 11s today. We'll quickly run through the bowling team first. It's Aftab Hussain, Akbar Khan, Ali Hassan, Babar Hayat, who's not the skipper today. Ishtiaq Muhammad playing after a gap of another 2 years. He came back and played it 2 years ago with a gap of 3 years before that, and now he is back again. We'll probably see him in action. And they've got Mohammad Sardar behind the stumps. Not really. Looks like it's still going to be Shahid Wasif. They're playing another wicket-keeper in Mohammad Sardar. And Paras Benny Singh is in the 11. Qasim Khan is there. Shahid Wasif is the skipper today. Waqas Khan is playing, and Zakir Hayat round out the playing 11 for United Services Recreation Club. Looks like the keeper is going to stand up from a ball 1. Paras Benny Singh at the top of his mark. Pakistan Association losing the toss, put into bat. Fall, and the keeper misses it. It probably will be cut off by the fine leg fielder. Starts off with buys. Benny would be going to his wicket-keeper. Come, mate. I'm quick. He wouldn't be standing up to me. First ball. It's probably just for the batter. Zishan Ali, he likes to take a little trek down the wicket to try and meet the ball as early as possible. Probably that is why he's forced the wicketkeeper to come back. Okay, now there's Shahid Wasif had just gone back. He's decided to come back up to the stumps again. Early confusions. We've only had one ball. The keepers decided to come forward and back a few times on a length, and that is put away. Really nicely played by Hafiz Khan. Just waits on that one. Got a lot of room on that one. Benny Singh erring in line. Line was wrong. The length wasn't that bad. Passing Benny. He'd generally be bowling very full. Gets the ball to shape away from the right-handers. On that occasion, just a little bit too wide. Good little ball to get first up. Fuller this time, punches it down the ground. Nicely fielded by Ali Hassan at mid-on. So Babar Hayat, not the captain today. Shahid Wasif taking the reins. Zishan Ali and Hafiz Khan, the regular openers for PACC. Doing it today as well. It's a good comeback from Parsing Benny. A lot tighter on the stumps now. For PACC, playing 11, Anas Khan, Hafiz Khan. Rawait Ehtisham playing today. Manjinder Singh is playing. Nasrullah Rana is playing. Guided towards Aftab at point. No runs there. Tariq Naz is playing. Tariq Samir is their 12th man. Ghazanfar Muhammad is playing. Muhammad Hafiz, Muhammad Wahid, Yasim Mutaza, Zishan Ali, and Khan Sajad, the medium pacer. So far, after conceding that boundary, Paras Singh Benny has come back well, and they've got third man up in the circle. Shot at this time, and straight to the point fielder. Should have put that away. Khan Hafiz, he'd be a little bit disappointed with that one. Short and wide. There for the taking. Yup. It's probably losing balance. Just trying to get on top of his toes there. Khan Hafiz. It's got a little bit too high in the end. Ended up chopping down on the ball. Much better balance that first boundary that hit. Looks like it's Akbar Khan with the new cherry. He'll get the ball to move around a little bit as well. Lots of experience. He's been around for a long time. Khan Akbar. Just moving the fielders around. Shahid Wasif still standing up to the stumps. To Khan Akbar. Rightly so. Akbar not too rapid with the ball. He's apart mid and pace, but he's got a lot of control. Starts really full. They've got a long on in place. That'd be a easy single. Babar Hayat fielding on the long on fence there with the white undershirt. Akbar Khan normally gets the ball to jag away a little bit. Yep, onto the stumps this time. Looking for the second, should be able to come back. They come back safely. That's well run by the PACC batters. So far, not a very quick start, but looks like Hafiz is managing to get bat on ball. Hasn't been a play and a miss yet. Oh, it looked close. And if my friend Bushy is watching, he'd probably be saying us if stop jinxing the batters. As soon as I say he's not played in best, he misses one. Goes up and over, no fielder back on the long off fence, and he finds that boundary. Nicely played. Found the length and just went up and over. Hafiz Khan, it's a lovely shot. Second boundary to him. This was pitched in his half. Yep, full enough for him to go through the line there. Just went over the fielder for 4. Shorter this time, tries to just work that behind square. It's worked it a bit too square. And found that short fine leg fielder. Would feel like he was being unlucky. It's nobody backing up. There is somebody backing up, so well done. Looks like it's Zakir Hayat on the backup there. It was a good throw by Waqas Khan. And that's the end of another over. After 2, it's 13 for no loss for PACC. Benny Singh to continue. Went for 6 in his first over. And I think that's just run off the face of the bat. No slips in place anymore. That just runs down to third man with the keeper up. Was a very safe shot. As long as got any bit of bat on that one, that would have run down to the third man fence. It's well played by Hafiz Khan. He's been stealing the strike from Zishan Ali. Yep, a little outside edge. He'd say he guided that one. Not too sure. And now it seems like there's a slip coming in. Babar Hayat. full, and that's got Shahid on the arms. Khan Hafiz there having a little wild one. He's started all right. Khan Hafiz, still a young man, still learning his trade. Maybe he's better off just playing to his strength. He's not much of a batter who bludgeons the ball much. Times them more often than not, and that's very well played. That's absolutely brilliant. I think that's to do with a bit of advice from Zishan on the other end as well. So much experience there. Probably just had a little trot down the wicket and said, mate, come on, let's drop and run. Let's get off strike. You've got a boundary in this over. It's so much about awareness with some of these younger players. And that was very well done. It's right in the middle of those two fielders at point and cover. Played softly enough for a run. So well done. Zishan comes on strike. Full there, nicely taken. A little bit of an appeal by Shahid Wasif. Saw Shahid cop a few in the All-Stars tournament as well, standing up to the wicket. He's got really good hands. Loves standing up to the wicket. Shorter this time. Oh, that's a very good hand. It's good fielding from that short, fine leg fielder. That was the wicket keeper. Not the wicket keeper. Today, I mean. Sardar with that little dive. That's a good stop. I reckon that would have run down to that fine leg fence. This is one of the shots that I haven't seen if he's played too much. He's trying to turn those balls square on the leg side. He's playing a little bit too square. He's more in front of the wicket batter, Khan Hafiz. Hafiz once again, steals strike. He's going to be on strike again. It's the third over in a row. He's stolen a single off the last ball. He wouldn't be too famous in the street cricket if he was doing that in the streets. Oh, nicely guided, straight to the fielder though. Much more in control on that one. Just couldn't really manage the weight on that shot. Just had to get a little bit of a smaller connection than that. That would have run down to third man. Both third man and fine leg up in the circle there. Short ball and oh, I think that did not carry. And it just fell a little bit short of Aftab. It's a big unit, Aftab. Got down in time. Put that left mid out, his stronger hand. Bats right-handed though, Aftab Hussain. And goes for the lappy. Happy chappy. Zishan loves these shots. He is unorthodox. Just picks it from outside the stumps and just works it away. Medium pacer. Not much of pace. So no fear getting down on his knees. As well played. And they had a gap there. They've got the fine leg and the square leg in the circle, so the shot is on. Goes up and over. I think that's going to run away for 4 as well. Or maybe go all the way. Oh, I didn't really think he timed it as well. Seemed like one hand came off the handle as well. Yep. It's a one-handed 6. Oh, it looked down like he knew it was going. What a shot. That's a good wood in his hand. And goes lap again, straight to the fielder and put down. Looks like that is Ishtiaq Muhammad. His first contribution after 2 years. Not a happy day for him. Starts off with a drop. I don't think any ball had gone to him before that. That was the first time a ball was hit towards him and he puts it down. Not a reason why you want to be on the camera, but that's part of a cricketer's life. And a top edge flies down to the boundary. Another boundary there for Zishan Ali. Closes out the over with a 4. Massive over. Oh, that was Hafiz. They had changed strike with that dropped catch. I was too soaked up into that dropped catch. And once again, Hafiz still looking to play very square. Going late. Getting that top edge. And looks like we have a change in bowling. It looks like Zakir Hayat. Or maybe not. I think it is Zakir Hayat. I recognize him from the shoes. Short ball. Oh, a little bit too early on that one. Zishan Ali. I feel like he missed out. And the ball didn't really arrive. So far, no signs of spin. They've got Aftab and Ali Hassan, spin bowling options. And Babar Hayat, if he feels like it. Shot again, and that is a much better shot. Has much better area for him to look at for Hafiz Khan. I think this time, didn't really try and go too square. Didn't really get it off the middle of the bat. But that's more the area that he wants to go. Maybe even a little bit more in front of that fielder. I would have gone for 4. Fuller, up, 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 and taken at long on. One shot too many for Zishan Ali. He perishes, trying to up the ante. Didn't really have too much of the strike, but every time he came on strike, he was trying to take the bowlers down. Once again, that ball just a little bit of movement inwards. Zishan Ali looking to go long off, getting the inside half of the bat. The ball ending up at long on. USRC draws first blood. 1 down. Looks like it's going to be Manjinder Singh walking in. Going unorthodox. Going attacking. PACC. Manjinder Singh. Big boy. Goes hard at the ball. Good thing with T20 cricket, never really stops. You've always got entertainment coming your way. So far, 38 runs on the board. The fall of Zishan. So both teams exchanging blows right now. It's a good delivery from Zakir Hayat. That was the first time he got the length a little bit fuller. The first 2 deliveries were short. Manjinder Singh will face Zakir Hayat, who's bowled 3 balls in this over, has picked up a wicket. And he's gone for the drive, didn't really time it very well. Zakir comes in for his 5th delivery and goes up and over. That's a maxi. Big one from Manjinder. He's not going to take too much time. That is the first of the cherries gone. That's a very good hit from Manjinder Singh. We know he can hit. We know he is good. So far, in terms of runs, it's been a good start for PACC. They've lost Zishan Ali, a big wicket that, but I think if these two keep going, there's a massive score on the cards. If there's a... If there's anything, there's a 200 plus score on the cards. Oh, playing a miss. Good length this time from Zakir Hayat. Finishes off with a dot. And that'll bring 5 overs to a close for PACC. PACC have got off to a decent start. 44 for the loss of 1 after 5 overs. Decent start for PACC. Looks like there is going to be another bowling change, and it's going to be Ali Hassan, the young man. He is going to come in and close out the power play. What a treat he was to watch in the All-Stars tournament. He's starting to realize his potential. He's starting to come of age. He's just got to keep doing what he's been doing so far. He's an honest kid, trains hard. Hafiz Khan facing Ali Hassan. False start there. Really full, that one. Had a little bit of a slip, Ali Hassan. Just having a look at his boots there. He's got a quick arm action. He just rushes through the crease, so he's got to have a good grip on those shoes as well. Yeah, looking at the shoes once again. We've had a good day so far. We were expecting a very wet morning, and this time it doesn't really land on the ground and doesn't really land on the wicket. Hafiz wanted to get 6 off that one, but he gets 1 bounce 4. Still a good enough result. It just seems like Ali Hassan is a little bit worried about his grip when he's landing with the shoes. He's got to just try and put it out of his head and just concentrate on the delivery out of the hand. Yeah, much better length this time. On a length, turning away.
होपफुली 20 ओवर हो जाएंगे, अगर ना हुआ तो मतलब एटलीस्ट पूरा मैच हो जाए, मतलब 17-18 ओवर तो हो जाएंगे ना तब तक। तीन बस, आप दोनों अग्री हो ना 3 बजे तक, अगर ना हुआ तो फिर आप उधर ही रोके ना, आपके डीएलएस कर लेंगे। हाँ ठीक ठीक है, चलो सही है, ठीक, ओके ओके।
49 on the board, just another 1 run to get to that milestone of 50 runs. And once again goes a little bit too full. Ali Hassan seems to be struggling with the length. I'm not sure why, but it just seems like he's been a little bit too full right off the bat. Needs to just pull back his length a little bit and let the batters do the work. Once again, a bit too full. I think he's getting away with those just because he's quick through the air. Otherwise, those were really, really full deliveries from Ali Hassan. Could have been worked away for more runs than they actually were, but that's all good. And that's the end of the power play. After the power play, PACC managed to score 49 for the loss of Zishan Ali. Zakir Hayat to continue. Hafiz Khan on strike. Zakir Hayat to continue. Picked up a wicket in his first over. And a play and a miss there. That's nicely bowled by Zakir Hayat. He's got a good clean action. Zakir Hayat. Strong kid. It's properly kitted out. Zakir Hayat. Well bowled. Another play and miss. Nicely bowled once again. If he's trying to play it on the up. Flashy blade. Did not manage to get much contact on that one. Shorter this time, but that one doesn't really get up much. Hafiz as well, expecting a lot more bounce than it was there. From the hand and the place that it pitched, it looked like it was going to be a shorter ball than it eventually turned out to be. So the wicket starting to play a few tricks. The batting second could get tricky if the wicket starts to crumble slightly. Full toss, and that is missed as well by everybody. And it's buys. So Hafiz really, I think, is trying to hit the ball really, really hard. Maybe a bit too hard. Has missed out on a couple of opportunities this over as well. And that buy brings up the 50. So far, a good over for USRC. Good length, up, and gone. It's gone into the buildings towards the Argyle Street, and that's what Manjinder Singh has been sent out to do. Just searching through that sponsored bag. And they found the right one. Good that they've got a name tag on the back there. Would have been a problem had they mixed it up. So we have another ball gone. Another kookaburra gifted to our neighbors here at Thien Quang Road. Will he go again? Yes, he will, and he will find the gap. Oh, nicely done in the field. Aftab. Sorry, not Aftab. That's Akbar Khan on the square leg fence there. Manjinder Singh wanted more. Akbar very swiftly around, got the ball. Manjinder back on strike to Ali Hassan. And this over will probably see a 6 or a wicket. At least one. If Manjinder stays on strike for more than 2 balls, he's probably still going to try and deposit one over the fence. And that's a top ad. That'll probably spin away, and that probably will run away. Oh, good boot work by Benny Singh. No interest in getting down. I can make my feet work. That's well stopped in the end. Saves his team 2 runs. This might relax Manjinder Singh already. He's got 2 runs off the very first ball, but I think he's been sent in there to hit 6s, so he won't be stopping anytime soon. He has punched that one down the ground. Waqas Khan, the fielder there, will only be 1. Hafiz back on strike. Hafiz a little bit stuck on 28 for a little bit now. He's just tried to hit the ball a bit too hard. And my producer right next to me, not happy with that. I wants him to look to time the ball more than trying to bludgeon it. And that's exactly what he does. Finds a gap. Akbar. Lovely dive. And that is brilliant commitment in the field. Saves his team another couple there. Khan Akbar had a long way to run. Putting his body on the line. Got down on time and saves his team 2 runs. And that was nicely played by Khan Hafiz. That's more like what we've got used to seeing from Hafiz. Shot one, cut away, and a misfield allows 1. No 2 there. So they've got a couple of 2s and 2 singles in this over. Still 2 deliveries to come in this. Will Manjinder Singh take the foot off the pedal? Is still going to go for trying to get the maximum. Full toss, driven down the ground. So he's decided to play this over out. He's going to be on the non-striker end for the last delivery. They've got 7 in the over. Now it depends on what they are looking for from the over. Is another boundary on the mind of the batter, or is he going to just milk it around and get another single and make it a good 8-run over? So run down to 3rd man, and no runs there. That's the end of the over. 7 off the over. After 7, it's 64 for the loss of 1. Zakir Hayat to continue. He got tonked for a 6 in both his overs. He's bowled 2 overs. Both by Manjinder, who's on strike again. Manjinder Singh, at one point in time, was a part of the national setup. Cricket Hong Kong, China. Short ball, tries to go leg side. Bumps into Zakir Hayat. Zakir Hayat just checking on him a little bit. Hafiz is back on strike. Zakir comes back for another delivery and pitches it back of a length. Just worked away towards the mid-wicket fielder Babar Hayat there. This one a little bit too short. And it's probably the first time where Zakir has actually intentionally gone short. He's bowled back of a length before, but didn't look like he was going very short on that one. Zakir comes in again and another wide. Losing the radar a little bit. Trying to stay away from his arc. He knows if he goes full, Manjinder is going to play one way. He's going to look for the 6. It's been very clear so far. Manjinder is either looking to just belt it for a single or a 6. That's the two things in his book. And he goes up, up, up. I think that's going to travel. That is going to travel. What a pickup. Manjinder Singh. He's in the house and he means business today. That's his 3rd 6. That was such a nice shot. Flick of the wrist into the body. A bit of Surya Kumar about that. Lovely shot. What a pickup. Strong man. Manjinder Singh. He's been a little bit in and out of the game, but the talent has always been there. Comes from Sir Alice Kaduri Secondary School, my secondary school. Played some cricket there. He used to play a lot more regularly, but over the years he's just become a little bit reluctant. But he's there today, and he is batting well. Full toss, worked away. Work for the fielder will only be one. Akbar fumbles it a little bit, but in the end, no harm done. Just a single there. Good from Zakir Hayat as well. Didn't really execute it as well as he would have wanted, but clearly was looking for the Yorker there. And Manjinder has very quickly moved to 25 with 3 6s. Full ball driven hard and picked up by Benny Singh at long on. was hit hard. Manjinder Singh back on strike. If he finds the length, he is going to go again, and that's nicely picked up once again. Didn't really time it as well as he wanted. Finds the fielder, and that's the end of the over. After 8, it's 77 for 1. First left arm spinner, the only left arm spinner in fact, Aftab Hussain comes into the attack, bowling from the softball court end. Short ball, and oh, that's put down. I think that carried. I think that did carry to the fielder. Paras Singh Benny there. Yeah, that is Paras Singh Benny. Might have landed short because I can only see the back of the fielder from here, but looked like it carried, and it's been put down. Short ball again, cuts hard again into the gap for a single for Hafiz. I think Hafiz now a little bit more comfortable just trying to rotate the strike and turn it over to Manjinder Singh. Let him do the big hitting, wisely so. Manjinder has been hitting the balls really cleanly. And, oh, goes for the big one once again. Was there for the taking. Skidded through a little bit. It looks like there's going to be drinks after this. Another 3 deliveries. And he's hit that down to long on. For a single. Soft result that for Manjinder Singh, the way he's been batting. Good length, very good length from Aftab Hussain. Do not want to jinx Aftab, but I love the way he bowls. I've always enjoyed watching him bowl. It's got a very beautiful action. It's probably underperformed in the years that he's played, and that's well fielded by Yasim Khan in the covers there, putting his body on the line, and that would be drinks, and we'll be back with you after a couple of minutes. And the umpires are back, the players are back, and 81 on the board after 10. PACC would like to double it up and maybe get a few more than just doubling it up. Both batters look set, but Manjinder Singh looks set to just be hitting sixes. So it'll be interesting what USRC comes up with. Looks like Hassan Ali will have a change of ends.
Good thinking. Very brave.
So they've decided to bring him on from the Argyle Street end. Not an end where we normally see spinners coming in and bowling, but in the recent past, in the All-Stars as well, Yasim Mutaza, Sajad Khan, and a few other spinners as well, because Zanfa Muhammad as well picked up a 4-4 from this end. So I think the best way to go about it would be just keep things simple and just do the basics right. As a spinner, you've got to find the wicket, you've got to find the pitch. And let the ball do its thing. Lengths are so important. And that is a very good length. It's really well bowled. It's got a little bit too big for Hafiz there. He hasn't really looked himself today. Hafiz, he's got 35. But he hasn't really looked settled out there. And Khan Hafiz, he's got 10 overs to make that right. Comes down, smashes that one. I think that will find the fence. What a shot that is. That's the shot of the day for me. Khan Hafiz. A little shimmy down the ground. Reaches the pitch of it. Very nice. Really, really good from Hafiz Khan. Found a beautiful little spot out there on the offside for that boundary. That might get him going now. Slower. Cut away, straight to point. I think this is one of the shots that he has struggled with today. He's gone back and across on a number of times and he's just chopped down on that ball. And they've got another spinning option in Ishtiaq Mohammed. He hasn't been introduced yet. Really full. And this one is drilled down the ground for a single. So far, still a decent over, just 5 runs coming off it. 2 balls to go. And he tries to go across. Manjinder Singh trying to play that slog sweep. Get a proper swing at that one. Last ball coming up. I'm pretty sure they're looking for the boundary to make this a good over so far. It's been a good over for USRC. A boundary would mean a good over for PACC. Slower, Upsy. Who's going to call for that? Babar's running in. Zakir Hayat's running in. And he has put it down. He's overrun that ball. Zakir Hayat there was in the air for an eternity. And in the end, I don't think Zakir even managed to get a hand on that one. He overran that one, Zakir Hayat. The momentum of his run towards the ball, taking him a little bit too far forward. In the end, trying to catch it with the reverse cup, but that just burst through the hands, I think. And that is why we as coaches always say, your feet are so important in the field. So much depends on your positioning and how balanced you are when you're taking a catch. It's amazing how people come up with different techniques to find stability. It goes for the slog once again. And Manjinder getting a little bit impatient here. He was picking his shots nicely earlier. Now it seems like he's trying to go every ball. Aftab Hussain continuing, knowing Manjinder would be coming at him. Goes down the ground, fielder comes across, Waqas Khan. And that is really well fielded. Very good standards there on the boundary. Got across to his right very quickly and a very good throw right over the top of the stumps at the striker's end. It's good all-round cricket. Good from Aftab as well. Just trying to delay his delivery as far as possible. Just letting the batters come. Comes down, works it towards the leg side. Looking for the second, not there. Mohammad Sardar gets across, keeps it to 1. That's hit out to deep extra cover. Chopped on. And Hafiz is gone for 41. And that is exactly the shot that he had been struggling with throughout his innings today. Something for the young man to go back and exactly. My producer does a back foot punch. And on your screens there, Mr. Hafiz Khan does a back foot punch as well. He was going for the cut more than the punch. And I think that proved costly for him there. Once again, going with the square bat and chopping that one onto the stumps. Taking no credit away from Aftab Hussain. He's been very good, very consistent. His length has been very good. I haven't really seen bad deliveries from him so far. And in walks the brand, Mr. TN, Tariq Naz, who's been in sublime form since his appearance here in Hong Kong. He's a very, very entertaining batter to watch. Aftab Hussain to Tariq Naz. Goes back to that one, drops it into the offside. Manjinder Singh just resting on his heels a little bit. Probably wanted to take the next over. So we might just be in for some entertainment. Ali Hassan will continue. Bowled really well last over. Kept the batters from hitting a boundary. That was good from him. Boundary in the sense, I mean, didn't allow Manjinder Singh to get a 6. Hafiz did get a boundary off his bowling, but there were 3 dot balls in between, so he pulled back the over really nicely. It's Manjinder Singh back on strike. There haven't been too many changes in the field. Pretty conventional. Cow corner. And deep extra cover. Deep extra cover is quite in front. They've got 1, 2, 3 fielders on the offside boundary now. They've got a sweeper cover and they've got a sweeper extra cover. Comes down outside half the bat. I think that's going to land in no man's land. Manjinder Singh living a charmed life so far. That is the second drop catch. Not the drop catch, but that's the second time he's mistimed it in the air and it's landed safely. Still another 8 overs to go. It seems like Manjinder Singh wants to just hit sixes and nothing else. Tariq Naz on the other end has just played 1 delivery for no runs so far. Single to Tariq Naz. And that lands just outside the boundary line. So Manjinder Singh on his merry way gets another 6. Producer not happy with me calling it just a small 6. It's a 6 nonetheless, my friend. He won't get any extra for hitting it further. The only thing that's going to happen is USRC loses another ball. That is the only thing that didn't happen on last ball. So Manjinder Singh on 38 with 4 sixes. Score on 98, nearing that 100 mark. And he's gone through him. What a response. Young man gets through Manjinder Singh and knocks back the poles. What a repost. Quicker and lovely. Gets the middle pole. Kicks the air. No need for that, Ali Hassan. You've sent him packing. Manjinder Singh maybe needs to go back and learn from Yasim Muhammad how to hit 4s. He only hits 6s. PACC. Probably filling in for Tanvir Afzal, who's missing out. He'd normally bat up the order. Whenever you do that, he'd smoke a few 6s. So Manjinder Singh just filling in for his ex-skipper, Tanvir Afzal. So 98 on the board, 3 wickets down, and in walks the skipper of PACC and the skipper of the Cricket Hong Kong China national men's team, Yasim Mutaza. Easier for Yasim Mutaza, ball coming back into him. Back of a length, worked away towards the leg side, easy peasy. This gets off the mark, very fast ball, first ball. The left-handers love it on the hip. So he gives a little flick and gets 1 and gets across. He'll keep strike as well. After 13 overs, it's a 99 for the loss of 3 for PACC. Yasim Mutaza on strike to Aftab Hussain, who's bowled pretty well. Oh, that's Ishtiyaq. First ball after a couple of years in the Premier League. Ishtiaq Muhammad, that's a very, very good start. And he is a very, very fine off-spin bowler. Ishtiaq Muhammad played for the Hong Kong national side, represented Hong Kong, China for a few years. Looks like there's a little bit of tape on Ishtiaq's bowling hand, which is surprising. And he's continuing to bowl with that. Straight one, up in the air, fielder running out, Babar Hayat. Oh, gave it everything he had, but just a little bit out of his reach. Doesn't manage to get to it, falls in no man's land. Tariq Naz trying to go inside out there, and that brings up the 100 as well. So far, the lengths haven't been bad from Ishtiaq Muhammad. He started off nicely. Nicely bowled. Really, really nicely bowled. Very good lengths from Ishtiaq Muhammad. It's really good bowling so far. It's been a very, very good start. Comes down, and this time, this is my time from Tariq Naz. Very well played. Lovely pickup. Use of the feet. Trying to put him off his length. Finds the maximum. Comes in again. Tariq Naz goes again. Fielder getting under it, but that's too long. Back of a length. Tariq Naz reading the bowler's mind like a storybook in his hands. He knew it's gonna be shot. The previous one, he ran down the track, hit him for 6. He had it in the back of his head that he is going to pull his length back. He was camping on that back foot already. 2 sixes in a row. And this time just gets forward, gets his weight forward and milks it down the ground for a single. That's perfect batting. Really good planning there from Tariq Naz. Got 13 off the last 3 deliveries alone. It's well done. He'll keep strike. Ali Hassan is not going to bowl. Oh, Ali Hassan has bowled out his spell. It's been a good spell. It looks like Zakir Hayat is coming back. It's going to be his last over as well. Yasim Mutaza asking for a change of a bat. Just the helmet and the bat and the jacket. Anything else, guys? Yasim Bhai probably should have got Zishan Ali's bat because you could hit 6s with one hand with that one. Maybe he's got one of his own where he can hit them with one hand as well. Let's see. Still another 6 overs to go. Plenty of cricket in this innings left. There's 36 deliveries. So much can change and so much can happen. And just like that, worked away towards the leg side, looking for 2. Zakir awake to the situation and gets across, puts in the little slide and stops it from being a couple, stops it at 1. Tariq Naz gets off strike and puts the skippy back on strike. Yasim Mutaza is almost always in good form. Yasim Mutaza had a little bit of an indifferent innings in that final game in the All-Stars, but overall always looks good. Once again turns it towards the leg side and Gets through for one. Bowler there. Shy at the striker's end. Comes in again. Puts in on a length, and that is over cover. I think field is not going to catch up to that one. And the arms are raised. It's gone for six. Umpire Venkat has given it a six. And, yep, takes the decision back. That's a four. Looked like it just about bounced just inside the boundary line. But what a shot. That is batting off a high class from Tariq Naz. Not just hitting it in the air, actually hitting it in a gap as well. Slower. That's very nicely played, but that's very well bowled by Zakir as well. Just dropped his pace on that one. Tariq Naz watching it very nicely. I think that's the hallmark of Tariq Nawaz's batting. He doesn't just hit the ball in the air. Most often, he hits them in the gaps as well. Nicely forward, Yasim Mutaza. Front foot defense into the leg side, Zakir Hayat. This over, plenty of running for him after having delivered the ball. And once again, Tariq Naz will again be on strike. And that is driven again out to the sweeper cover. Ishtiaq to continue. No, it's not Ishtiaq. It's Aftab. And that should be taken. Oh, the fielder didn't really read the flight on that. We're coming back for the second. And they get a couple.
Thank you.
Just skews off the outside edge there from Tariq Naz. This one chopped down on. No runs available there. I think Aftab for me has so far been the pick of the bowlers. I've loved the lengths that he's bowled. Very consistent, and he's not let the batters get under the balls much. And that is straight to point, and that goes straight through the legs of Paras Benny Singh, not having a very good day in the field. The ball has been following Paras Benny Singh as well.
फ्लैट वाइड में मुझे कुछ मजा नहीं आ रहा।
आप मीठी पीते हैं या बिटर से या सही स्ट्रॉन्ग कॉफी?
मुझे मीठा तो नहीं डाला, स्ट्रॉन्ग कॉफी।
आप मीठी पीते ही नहीं है, थोड़ी सी
मीठी
नहीं।
नहीं, मीठी का तो मजा ही नहीं, फिर कॉफी पीने गया पहला। हाँ
Aftab Hussain, so far his spell has been a treat to watch. Once again, very good lengths, very, very good lengths again in that corridor of uncertainty from Aftab Hussain.
फ्लेवर हो गया, ये तो फ्लेवर आ रहा है, ये कॉफी में थोड़ी आया।
And Yasim Mutaza, if I'm not wrong, that flick off the pads is the only shot he's played so far today. All his runs coming on that side, and once again hit out to extra cover. Qasim Khan, the fielder there. They trot through for another easy single. This really has been very good bowling from Aftab Hussain so far, just having gone for 11 runs in his 2.4 overs. So far, brilliant, brilliant spell for him. And surprisingly, we didn't really see him ball in the All-Stars. Goes for the reverse, and that has been taken. And that has been given. Yasim doesn't like it. USRC loves it. He is being sent on his bike. Still showing in the arm. But no happy with that one. Yasim Mutaza, so far, the only shot he had been playing, was working it towards the leg side. And we've got confirmation he's been given leg before wicket off his arm. Very, very tight on the leg before as well. But it's been relayed to the umpires that it's been given a leg before wicket. Yasim Mutaza thought he was given cut behind. And there's a little bit of confusion so far still about that dismissal. And yeah, a little bit unlucky there. Yasim Mutaza, he was given a leg before wicket. Looked like the impact was maybe not in line, but the umpire ruling it leg before wicket. That's the end of that. Paras Benny Singh comes back into the attack for the 17th over. Pick up, and pick it up from the fence, please. He has gone once again, Tariq Naz. What a player. What a player, Tariq Naz. And as soon as you drift down the leg side, he is going to pick you up and he is going to make you pick that ball up outside that boundary line. Very nicely played. And in the midst of all of those questions about the last wicket decision, Anas Khan has quietly trotted out to the middle. And this one might and pretty much would run away down to the boundary for a wide and 4. So that's 5 wides. That is expensive. So that is now 1 ball in this over for 11 runs. And yep, on that one, Yasim Mutaza went for the reverse, which you would probably think it's probably not his shot. But I think still the impact was a little bit questionable, but he is back out now. Full, up, and a massive, huge 6. God, massive flight on that one, Tariq Naz. Where have you been? I would open with him if I was PACC. I would just watch him from ball one.
ये बहुत सारी होगी
What a shot by Tariq Naz.
यार इनको कोई एआई सिखा दे जिसमें एक ही डाल के हाईलाइट बना दिया करें
It's a lovely, lovely shot. Once again, getting the length. This over so far. 2 deliveries for 17 runs. Expensive.
किधर पे है एक और लगे
In the length again. Fielder there, and that has been taken. Wicket comes and Tariq Naz goes. He was good while he lasted and didn't really get much timing on that one. Unfortunately, for the entertainments and for those who wanted to see entertainment from Tariq Naz, it's come to an end. PACC lose another one. There was 5 wides and 6 and wicket. Lots happening in this over.
दूसरा कैमरा लगा हुआ है
Half the side out now. Looks like Ehtisham Wahid walking into bat. Anas Khan, the new batter, on 0, and in comes Mr. Ehtisham Wahid, who is also on 0. So 2 new batters there for USRC now. It'll be interesting if they can put a lid on the scoring here and keep them to under 160, 170. PACC have got 3 overs after this over. There's 3 balls remaining in this over. So a total of 21 balls. They'd like to get past 180. Full on the lengths, worked away towards the leg side. Should be a couple. Easy 2 there. That's nicely played. Oh, he's turned it back down. Looked like an easy 2. He almost sold Anas down the river. I called him for a couple. And just at the very end, very last moment, said, nah, I'm not interested. 147 on the board now. Play to
20 स्कोर शॉट हो गया
the cover fielder.
at least
Yasim Khan. Fahad Hayat missing out today, not here. It's probably in Pakistan. Oh, that's an outside edge, straight to the fielder. Oh, Ehtisham is quick. Very, very nifty. Very quick. It makes me question it even more. Why did he not come back for the second on that last occasion where he was on strike? Looked like an easy 2. But they didn't really come back. Anyways, that's the end of the over. And after 17 overs, it's 148 for the loss of 5 for PACC. Ehtisham Wahid, 1 of 1. Anas Khan, 1 of 2 balls. And
और 30 करोगे तो मैच बनेगा रफ्तार में
Aftab Hussain, he has been the best bowler of the PACC bowlers today. Will bowl his last over. He's got 2 for 12 of 3 overs. That is brilliant. That is fantastic length. Straight to the fielder there. and goes hard and goes for 6. Anas Khan on the charge. Anas will have a few things to say about this. Anas Khan, and there'd be a massive story behind him, charging down the wicket, looking at that ball, straight batting it down the ground for 6. It's the first time somebody's been able to get runs off Aftab and gets him to lose his plot a little bit. Aftab was saying there, just bowling it down the leg side. Probably thought he was going to charge again, so just fired it down the leg side. And once again in the air. Oh, that was overrun there by Akbar Khan. Didn't need the dive, but had to opposite dive on that one. Akbar Khan. A bit of a slip, a bit of a dive, a bit of a everything. And he's going. He's going and he's gone down. Oh my goodness. That's good hands. Not needed though. It could have been nasty. Could have been nasty had he landed badly on his shoulders. Well bowled, and that should be another wicket. And that has been put down by Waqas Khan, or is that Zakir Hayat? I think that's Zakir Hayat. That is the second drop, and that is right in front of the two coaches. The Hong Kong head coach and the assistant coach right there on the fence. Pressure on the youngster. That is the second time he's put down a catch. And Ehtisham Rawed, had he had given up, he had definitely thought, I'm gone. Very easy catch, but put down. Comes down again.
Good option. Samne gaya, very good.
Hits it out to deep mid wicket for 1. Ten off this over so far. But no matter what happens, it has been a fantastic spell from Aftab Hussain. Worked away towards the leg side. Aftab gets across. They wanted one. They don't want one. I don't know what's going on. And Aftab got there. Didn't get the ball. Went one more time and got the ball. The batters once decided they wanted one. Then they decided they do not want one. And then eventually they did get the one. Very, very... How would I put it? That's very clear running from these two. Perfectly in sync. So that closes out the spell for Aftab Hussain. What a spell. 2 for 23 off his 4 overs. Fantastic in the context of the game. 3 overs remain. 2 overs remain, in fact. So 12 balls to go. And it will be Paras Benny Singh, who's gone for 30 off his 3 overs. On the previous one, he picked up a very important wicket. That would make a difference of at least 15-20 runs. Sham goes hard, doesn't time it. Will go a few bounces right into Babar Hayat's palms. Just a single. Left hand, right hand combination there from USRC. Sorry, not USRC, PACC. Anas Khan and Ehtisham Rawed. Ehtisham normally bats in the top order, but this PACC Premier side is absolutely stocked with options. He bats at number 7 today. Fine leg third man up in the circle. On a length. Oh, that is a flat batted hit down the ground. And it looks like Zakir Hayat is still doing long on both ends of the wicket. Shahid Wasif and the senior group in USRC still trusting Zakir Hayat. He hasn't had a very good day, but we've seen him field well, and I know he is a very, very good fielder. It's just been that kind of day for him. It's nicely bowled. Down to the long on fielder again. Once again, Zakir Hayat, he's getting the ball to chase him a little bit. 2 balls and 2 singles so far. Good start to the last over for Paras Benny Singh. Oh, that is up and over. What a shot. Waited, and then just lifted it behind point. That's a good shot by Anas Khan.
इसे zoom ही नहीं किया यार वो बाबर
It's very, very nicely played. Full and wide. Half volley. Anas Khan there. Really nicely played. It's a very good shot. Full worked away towards the leg side, looking for a couple. Should be able to come back, and they will. Oh. Anas Khan had to put the skids on. Couple there. Full worked away towards the leg side once again. Would only be one. And that will close out Paras Singh Benny's spell of 4 overs. He's picked up one very, very important wicket of Tariq Naz. That would probably, at the end of the game, make a difference.
लेकिन एक क्लब का पुराना प्लेयर है तो फिर वो क्लब इज्जत तो देता
1 for 40 off 4 overs. After 19, PACCR 169 for the loss of 5. And it's going to be Akbar Khan to ball that last over of the innings for USRC.
है यहाँ मारना ये सामने मारना बहुत कम है
It's played out to mid-wicket.
कितना हो गया
Ehtisham on strike now.
180 कर सो तो गेम बढ़ेगी तुम्हारी बैटिंग बहुत अच्छी है T20 के साथ है वेरी गुड टीम
5 balls to go. Shot, top edge, no fielders back there. Sardar there, giving it the chase. Good stop there, diving stop there. Would only be a couple.
Yeah, at least 85 90
Play and a miss there.
at least 90 है ज़्यादा हो सकता
So they've entrusted Akbar Khan with the last over. Wasn't very economical, but he's started off all right. A couple and a dot. And goes for the hard swing again, and that has been given wide by the umpire. Just throws his head back, Akbar Khan. Just trying to keep it out of reach of the batters. That's hit hard, but we'd only go straight to the fielder there. Aftab Hussain, the fielder there. Single there. That one has worked towards that short fine leg fielder. Just a single.
ये रमान जो छक्का यार आखिरी बॉल है
Last ball coming up. Will they be able to get into the 180s? A boundary would mean USRC would need 180 to win, and a 6 would mean USRC would need 182 to win. And all of the possibilities are still on the table. Play and a miss, and that's the end of an over. What an over. 6 off the last over. He is a proper death bowler, Akbar Khan. He's come out that very last over, and he's bowled a very good one. Just 6 off that over. This is going to be important. Every run saved matters. So 175 for the loss of 5 for PACC. At one point, they would have been... At one point, it would have looked like they would get up to 200, but with those loss of wickets, they've just fallen a little bit short. USRC, when they come back, they would need 176 to win. And we will join you back at 3:45. Opening the bowling for PACC is Muhammad Wahid. No surprises there. 175. Not a massive total, but will still take some chasing. Yasim Khan and Mohammad Sardar, the two openers for USRC. Hafiz Khan on point there. Throwing himself around. USRC off the mark. USRC do boast of a very, very good batting lineup, especially their middle to lower order. They can still bat and bat well. Oh, lovely delivery there. Good heat on that one. Zishan Ali standing at least 20 to 25 feet behind the stumps. Just around the length of the wicket and took it way over his head there. That is very well done by Mohammad Hafiz. Just working up some pace here. Oh, lovely delivery once again. Mohammad Sardar, the young man, thrown into the fire a little bit. That'd be good for him. I'm sure he's going to enjoy this opportunity. Yep, that one. Previous delivery, cutting back into Mohammad Sardar. This one nicely driven straight to the bowler. Hopefully he's all right. Nicely fielded off his own bowling. And that one is caught behind, given out. And that is the end of that for Mohammad Sardar. Fails to trouble the scorers. Caught behind there of Mohammad Wahid. Mohammad Wahid bowling nicely.
Not happy? Why not happy? Deflection
No
not
batter
bad.
is happy when they get out. Umpire Venkatesh there, just very quickly putting his finger up for caught behind. It's a good start from PACC, and after the end of that one over, there's only one on the board and there's one in the wickets column. And looks like it's going to be Anas Khan to open the bowling from the other end. Where is Rana Nasrullah? They've got plenty of options. Pakistan Association. They've got Rana Nasrullah. They've got Sajad Khan. They've got Yasim Mutaza. They've got Ghazanfa. They could have gone for any one of those, but they've decided that they're going to go with Anas Khan. Very interesting move. PACC have really got all departments covered. They've got 2 left arm spinners. They've got 2 leg spinners. They've got 3 very good pace options as well. So this PACC side, very well rounded. It's well bowled, pulling his length back there. It's quicker arm action and just not letting Yasim Khan get to it. And it's Babar Hayat on the other end now. He's coming at the fall of that wicket. He'd be a massive, massive wicket. And tries to go hard. Finds a little bit of a gap, but Rana Nasrullah gets around nicely and keeps it to 1. So far, a decent start for Anas Khan. Babar Hayat on strike for the first time. Goes quicker and Anas Khan nicely across. Throws himself to his right. Keeps it to a dot ball. Starting to put together some dots, only 2 on the board. Early pressure here on USRC. That one is very nicely played. Oh, it's a lovely throw once again from Rana Nasrullah. Babar Hayat there just taking his sweet time. Just jogging through, and Rana has a proper shy at the stumps and hits bullseye as well. That's so far very good from Rana Nasrullah. That's once again good pace, really good pace, and that's the end of the over. Very good start once again. As that bowling is all about bowling in partnerships, and Anas has been good. This is a very, very good start for PACC. USRC needs 173 in 18 overs. Looks a lot harder now than 176 of 20 overs. So a very good start for Pakistan Association here. Babar will be on strike to Muhammad Wahid, who had a very good first over. And looks like there's a change in plan. In comes Yasim Mutaza to bowl. Indeed, he does. And they've decided they're going to change the tactics a little bit. And maybe they reckon Babar is going to struggle against spin. I'm not too sure how accurate that is, but there's definitely some planning, definitely some method to that madness. We'd see which way it turns. But Yasim Mutaza has decided that he is going to bring himself on and challenge Babar Hayat to deal with it. I don't mind the move, because if Babar can take down Yasim, it's going to make such a huge difference. In the same way, the other way around. Comes down the track. Mid-on was in the circle, just back on the ring. Babar Hayat gets off strike. So if USRC were to lose Babar Hayat now, it's going to make this chase way harder than it actually is. So a roll of the dice here from Yasim Mutaza. Up, and that could be taken if the fielder runs back. And that was Manjinder Singh there. Never looked like he was going to take that. He probably looked up and then looked around once if there was anybody else who could get to it. In the end, couldn't find any help. Didn't get to that one. And that is beautiful. What a shot. That is a short arm jab and a half. What a shot that was. That went like a tracer bullet. And there we go. There we go now. This is exactly what the Premier League needs. It's the best versus the best. Babar Hayat taking on Yasim Mutaza. Comes down again, and this time Yasim Mutaza just pulls the length back a little bit and goes a bit more into the body there. Babar still up to the task. Just punches it down the ground for a single. Gets off strike once again. That one getting a little bit of an extra bounce. And he goes downtown. USRC is on. USRC have decided they're going to take on the opposition skipper and their premier bowler. They're going to put pressure back on them. That change not really working for Pakistan Association. Wahid Muhammad there with a very good first over and a wicket. The captain decides to take him off, bring himself on. And unfortunate for the captain then. USRC 100% up to the task. Taking him to the cleaners. 14. Anas Khan to continue from the softball court end. Baba comes down again and finds a gap. What a lovely shot. He just picked his spot there. And I'm not too sure how good of an idea it is to be bowling spinners inside the power play. Especially when the wicket is not taking too much turn. There's not a lot of hold in the wicket. It's coming onto the bat nicely. This could end up badly for PACC. 15 of that last over from Yasim Mutaza, and Anas, who had gone for 2 in his first, has conceded a boundary off the very first one. And this time around, quicker one on the pads. Baba just drops it onto the leg side and jogs through for a single. So far, this looks very, very dangerous. Babar Hayat, every time he's hit a 6, he's just nudged the next one and gone across to the other side. Good tactics there from the batters. Into the 4th over now. Qasim there tries to take that long stride forward just to see if he could find it in his range to put it away, but wasn't there. Just turned his wrists a little bit towards that leg side and just got that single. Baba comes down the track, still no fielders there. They can only have 2 out. And Babar Hayat there just playing with the field there. Very nicely played. I think the skipper there just having a word with Anas Khan, just trying to tell him to keep it outside the off stump. But I think there Babar Hayat making his own shots. I think unfortunate for Anas Khan where there's not a lot of turn available. Even if he gets slightly close to the stumps, Babar is just going to pick his spot and he's going to put it away. And they've started to do away with the long on. They've got a mid on now and a long off. They'll send a fielder back on that exact fence where 2 boundaries already have been scored in this over. So PACC already seem like they're playing catch up here. Good pressure here from the batters. This one is punched down the ground. Very, very well played once again by Babar Hayat. 4 and a single for him. A little bit of gardening from Babar Hayat. Just goes and gives the wicket a little bit of a tap. Stay lucky for me, please. And Qasim on the other end, he's been doing well. He's already hit a maximum as well. And that is once again very nicely played. Just punches it down the ground for a single. Finishes off the over with a single. And who's going to come in and bowl now? It looks like it is going to be Wahid. The experiment with the Yasim Mutaza. Not garnering much advantage. So they've decided to fall back on plan A, which was to continue with Mohammad Wahid. .30 on the board now. 30 of the first 4 overs. Wahid comes in and he's bowled him through his defenses. Come on, Mohammad Wahid. And that's telling the skipper, shouldn't have taken me off. But good decision. Turns out well for them. In the end, he's come back once again and he's picked up another wicket. I think he just played all around that one, Qasim. Yep. A bit of a no shot, really. Not sure where he was going, but it looks like that's number 96, Mr. Shahid Wasif, the skipper of USRC today. Walking in now. So far, Wahid reads 2 wickets for 1 run. And that one is left alone through to the wicket keeper. Wahid comes in again. And up and over. Shahid Wasif.
नहीं जा रहा
Goes for a boundary.
That's four. That's four.
Boundary nicely found. Not afraid to take the aerial route. Most of these guys now very happy to go aerial, and that was a good shot. He was in the right position. Good weight transfer. Shahid Wasif off the mark with a very good shot. And this could be a catch. This could be a catch. And it is a catch. Wahid is happy. And why wouldn't he? He's picked up 3. Where is Yasim Mutaza? He had taken him off. He is back now. He's picked up 3. Shahid Wasif there. Going across the line of the outside half of the bat. And that is a big, big wicket.
He seemed so excited.
34 on the board, and they've lost 3. I think one of those things that USRC really need to just clamp down on, because they've got all the talent in the world. And then falling away just like that. Short ball, play and a miss, appeal, and he's gone. He is on a roll, Muhammad Wahid. He's got 4. What is going on? This is a really, really big wicket. They would have needed Waqas Khan to ride out this tide, but he is perished. First ball, swings his bat at a wide one, and that's through to the wicket keeper. 3 catches now. 2 catches now for Zishan behind the stumps, and Wahid has picked up 4. What a start. Already very tipsy and turvy. It's gone both ways. USRC so far would say they've had 1 over of success. That was against the skipper of PACC. The rest of it, PACC have been very, very good. And they've sent back 4 of the batters on USRC's top half. Qasim Khan gone. Muhammad Sardar gone. And now we've got Shahid Wasif and Waqas Khan all back in the hut. Their day is over. All they can do now is sit in the hut and clap for their batters. Encourage them to get them across the line. It's looking harder and harder as they go. How is Babar Hayat going to approach this? Make no mistake, USRC still have plenty of batting left with Aftab Hussain and Zakir Hayat and the likes of Ishtiaq in their ranks, but these 2 are going to have to string together a partnership. Baba goes hard again. Down to long off for a single. And Rana Nasrullah not taking it easy at all. Trying to destroy the stumps every time Baba jogs. Rana doesn't like it. .35 now. And Akbar Khan goes back, punches it to short mid-wicket. To USRC's advantage, I think Akbar Khan is a good man to be batting in this situation. He normally does like to take some time as well, and he is experienced enough. He's probably just going to try and ride this out. Once again, goes on the back foot, looking for one, not there. Pulled away, no fielders back there, work for the fielder to do. And he gets a foot in the way, but just pushes it to the boundary for 4. Bad delivery there from Anas Khan. Pitching it down, halfway down the wicket and getting punished, rightly so. Up and over, lovely pickup, brilliant shot. Knew the fielder was up, had no fear going aerial, and that is very well played. We've seen plenty of balls in the air today, but I think that is very calculated. Very good shot from Akbar Khan. That's well played. Tries to drop it out in the offside for a 1, but not there. And that's the end of the over now. After 5-6 overs, it's 45 for the loss of 4.
फाउल जो है ना वो इनके डीएनए में वो नहीं जा सकते.
As a teacher, you have to be really careful, you know. इतना
It's worked away towards the leg side by Baba, looking for 2. Rana. He has so far been rocketing them in. And once again, hurls it in really hard. Rana Nasrullah. Wahid continuing. Not too sure if the skipper can now take the ball out of his hand. That is well played and will be an easy single there. Mistiming that one, Akbar Khan, but alert to the situation. They get through for 1. So far, it's been a good start from Akbar. He's 11 of 6 balls, 4 and a 6. Now he's a smart batter. Akbar Khan knows the game. These two are going to be very, very important for USRC if they are to chase this down. And that's very nicely played. Plays it late. Just drops it very nicely. It's one of those things that has somewhat gone out of the game, this drop and run. It's refreshing to see somebody like Babar Hayat not just bludgeoning it and not just being flashy. It's very nicely weighted on that one, dropped it into the offside for a single, giving Wahid the deserving respect. Akbar there just having a little word with Baba, just asking him which way it's going, and that signal from the hand just signaling that it's coming into the right-handers, which it is. He's so far controlled the swing very nicely, Wahid. And once again, very well bowled. Very, very nicely bowled by Wahid. And a play and a miss. Oh, that's a wild swing from Khan Akbar. I think that surprised Wahid as well. Surprised me. I'm not sure where that had come from. They don't really need to be doing that. They're scoring all right. They need another 128 in 13.1 overs. As long as these two continue to bat, this is not impossible. It should be able to. They should be able to get through and get over the line if these two can string together a nice partnership. Wahid coming in for his last delivery of his third over. 4 for 8 for him so far. Goes the Yorker length, and that is nicely dug out by Akbar Khan. I think Ghazanfar Muhammad's spell is going to be important whenever he does come on to ball. It looks like he is going to come on to ball. Speak of the devil, and the devil appears. Khan Akbar and Babar Hayat, the two batters in partnership on the crease right now. Khan Akbar, an ever-present figure for the USRC over the last few years. A bit of an in and out field, really. Very conventional. 4 fielders out, 5 out in fact. There's a deep square, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a deep extra cover. Very conventional from Ghazanfar. His spell is going to be very, very important here. Very well bowled across in a flash as well. Good fielder of his own bowling. Ghazanfar doesn't like to leak runs. Good start from him there. Once again, just keeping it back of a length. One away from that 50-run mark. And that is very nicely played. Very, very nicely played. The timing really good on that one. And another 6 for Akbar Khan. That is a very, very good shot. Going through the line very nicely. Brings up the 50 with a maximum. Goes back, punches it down the ground. Should only be one. This has been smart from these two. And Rana Nasrullah once again going at Babar's end. Babar still jogging through. Just those last few steps for Baba. He's having to hurry a little bit because of Rana Nasrullah's throwing. Very well bowled. Brings him forward.
अच्छा जब मैं क्यों पीछे आते घंटा हो गया
56 on the board now. I think the run's not really a problem for USRC. It's just the wickets that they've lost. And if these two can bat for a decent period, they are going to be able to catch up to the score, especially with somebody like a Baba. If he bats till that 15th over, this chase is not going to be a big issue. Last ball of the over coming up. And that is worked away to deep cover. Anas Khan, the fielder there, keeps it down to 1, and that is the end of the over. After 8, it's 58 for the loss of 4. And Rana Nasrullah into the action for the first time. Deep square, deep mid-wicket, long on, deep extra cover, and a third man on the fence. That is nicely played. And that is nicely fielded by Hafiz Khan as well. He is the live wire in the field, Hafiz Khan. And he is very adequate at that point position. Moves around really nicely. Young man, very light, very fit. Loves his fitness, loves his fielding. Played nicely. Struggled with just that one shot today. I'm sure he'll go back and watch and probably get working on that. And maybe the selection of shots was a little bit loose in the sense that he continued to go for that cut shot instead of that back foot punch. But that's gone. Akbar on strike to Rana Nasrullah. And that is nicely played. Looking for the one, not there. Manjinder Singh, commonly known as Sunny Singh, at that extra cover position. So far, we haven't seen Sajad Khan into the attack, who's also a medium pacer. It's nicely bowled, a bit of a lift on that. Very nicely bowled into the wicket there. Effort ball there from Rana Nasrullah. It's a treat to watch from the sides here. Not sure how fun is it. It is to be facing it out there, but from here looks very nice, very comfortable. And goes up, up, and what a massive hit. Akbar Khan. What a shot. And down the ground is his area, we know, but he has been fantastic today. What a shot that was. Timed to perfection, really. A bit of a half volley as well, but you still got to put them away. Another ball lost, another ball change. So Khan Akbar now has overtaken Babar Hayat in the runs, and he's hit 3 maximums. And that makes the life a lot easier for USRC when they've got Akbar Khan in this sort of form where he's finding the maximum easily. Because we all know he's somebody who can nudge and nurdle around very easily. He's good with picking the gaps and taking those singles. This is another side of his batting that we're seeing, and it's fantastic to watch. Once again, full and on the stumps, just point down the ground for a single. Just that one maximum of this over so far. Otherwise, Rana has been consistently straight. Eight of the overs so far. Babar on strike now. Babar 24 from 15. The slower delivery there, and that is the end of the over. After 9, it's 66 for the loss of 4. Starting to build a little bit of a partnership here. Partnership of 32 now between these two, and they've steadied the ship somewhat, but there's still another 110 runs to get in 11 overs. That's 10 and over from here onwards. And I previously mentioned, I think it's going to be very important to PACC's chances this spell from Ghazanfar Muhammad. A good spell from him would mean more hard work for USRC. If USRC are able to take him down, it'll make their life a lot easier. Yasim bowled for this, that 1 over. It's nicely bowled by Ghazanfar. Saw him coming, really pulled his length back. But Baba just getting behind that last one. Comes down the track again, hits it hard, straight to the fielder, Hafiz Khan there. Just a single. So far, a very good over for PACC this. And dot balls are of high value right now. Just 2 off the first 3 deliveries. If he can get out of this over, the run rate is going to start to push higher up towards 11s and 12s, and it's not going to be easy. Oh, going for that cheeky one, the keeper misses it. And wait for the umpire's signal, and he's given it 4 byes. Akbar Khan there, going for that little scoop off the a leg spinner, but not getting any bat to that. The keeper failing to get any gloves on that one as well. And just a couple more balls and we'd be going into the drinks. So far, it's been a mixed bag for USRC, where two of these batters now have done really, really well, and at the same time they've lost wickets. They've lost 4 really important wickets, and had they a couple of wickets lost, a couple of wickets less, they would have been happier. But these two in the crease there means they're still in with a very, very good chance of tracking this one down. This is a prime example of a situation where the batters got to be very selective with the way the ball. Oh, chance of a run out? Not really. Babar not too keen on getting across. Pretty easy single there. And Babar probably thought that maybe Zanfar will get across to it. He didn't, and that single sends us into that drinks break. We'll be back after a couple of minutes. Both these sides still in it to win it. Rana Nasrullah to continue. Single to start off the last half of this Premier League T20 game. I think this is going to go down to the wire. It's going to be very interesting. If these two bat for the next 5 overs, USRC would probably think that they've got their noses ahead, especially with the likes of Zakir Hayat still to follow, somebody like Aftab Hussain still to follow. And they wouldn't mind going into the last 5 overs with 60, 70 runs. Up, up, up! Chance, no chance! Where's the chance? The chances are for 6. What a shot! Rana Nasrullah looked like he wanted to go with the slow one, went short with the slow one, and Babar Hayat waited very nicely for that one. And how stupid would I sound if I say he didn't really time it well enough? Trust me, he did not. He went very hard at that one. It did carry over the line, but had he timed it nicely, that would probably have landed on Thien Kong Road right behind us. But 6 nonetheless. Very nicely played. That is proper cricket. That is Babar Hayat in full control of his batting right now. He hits a boundary. He gets across to the other end. Lets Akbar do his job. And I think Akbar's played a major role in this partnership. He's not eaten up balls, and he's been able to find the fence quite easily. Shot and just hit away very nicely. That one didn't really bounce a lot. Rana comes in again, and Baba nicely behind that one. In no hurry, really. The best thing about these two have been they've been able to put the balls out of that boundary line. I think still that difference between a 4 and a 6 still massive, especially in a chase. If you can hit a maximum, and that eases the pressure in a big way. And I'm sure Babar, having seen Akbar able to clear the fence as easily as he has, I'd give him a lot of confidence. Nicely played. Waits for that one. Looking for 2. And Wahid very nicely and quickly in. Just keeps it down to 1. And that's the end of the over. It's been a good over. .83 for 4 after 11. 93 required in 9 overs. Babar on strike to Ghazanfar Muhammad, who's so far been decent, and he is a big match player. Ghazanfar as well. He's got to pick up a wicket, and either one of these two are going to be very valuable at this stage of the game. Both Zakir Hayat and Aftab Hussain paired up to come in next. Zakir Hayat with his helmet on is probably in next. That's very nicely bowled. That is really nicely bowled. That's very good length. Baba doing his best to get forward to that one. Unable to reach the pitch of it. Still manages to use his hands nicely and Just drop it into the offside. But this is a good spell. Oh, shot. He's missed his length and Babar's not going to miss out. Another maximum into the tennis courts there. What a shot. I might have hit one of the trees and dropped back into the ground, but you don't want a ball short, especially as a spinner. You pitch his shot and he is going to make you pay. You seize the length so quickly. As soon as it's a short ball, Babar Hayat is always going to go and fetch 6 for that. Still looking for the ball. And I don't think they have been able to find the ball, or have they? Umpires still waiting on the fielder to find the ball. Ghazanfar comes in again. It's very well bowled. Really nicely bowled by Ghazanfar. Not easy being a leg spinner. He's bowled 5 balls. 4 of them were really, really good, and just one where he missed his length and Babar put him over the rope for a 6. Now this one trying to bowl quicker. Just misses his line. I think getting a little bit too greedy there, Mohammad Ghazanfar. It had been a decent over up until that. Yes, there was a 6 in there, but it was still not too bad. Now this delivery might just cost them. This extra delivery. And it doesn't cost them. And still 1 ball to go. So that extra delivery will be bowled now. It should have been over by now had that not been bowled wide, the previous delivery. So see if it actually does cost them or not. No, it doesn't cost them. That is hit out to a sweeper cover for a single. A wide and a 6 and a couple of singles, and that's the end of another over from Ghazanfar Muhammad. Things are setting up very nicely. .85 needed of 8 overs, and it looks like it's going to be Sajad Khan back, or should I say into the attack for the first time. The partnership between these two now over 50. 57 between these two. Babar Hayat will be on strike, and if anything we've seen so far from Sajad, he's happy bowling a back of a length or shortish length. I don't think that would be the option to go with, especially with Babar on 40 now. If he can bowl fuller, especially with his pace, if he can get it on a good length, he is going to trouble a lot of batters. But let's see. First ball coming up. Shot! And what a shot! And as I said, if you're going to bowl short to Babar Hayat, he is not going to spare you, especially in the mood that he is in. That has landed up on the nets here at Atheen Kwong Road. And Sajad once again not learning really. I think we've seen him for a few times now, and his lengths have been a problem. He's got a very beautiful action. Very nice approach to the wicket, but I think he's happy bowling that shorter length delivery. But I don't think it's going to work, especially on this wicket. It's very true. Comes onto the bat nicely. Sajad Khan comes in again. Gets it fuller, much better. Hurries the batsman. Sajad Khan, he's got some pace about him, and he's just got to find that good or just back of a good length area. I think his thing with bowling shorter balls is something that he can go back and work on. And that length was much better. A few on that same spot. Good trouble, Baba. Oh, full toss. And nobody back there. It's going to run away for 4. And that's given no ball by the umpires. And that's been signaled no ball, and that has been put away for a boundary as well. Yasim Mutaza just having a little chat with the umpire Wicket, just maybe acquiring the noble decision. And it's going to be a free hit. And the free hit doesn't really cost him too much. Just a single down the ground. I think that was a decent call of no ball. That last one was just above waist height. Overcompensating Sajad Khan. And that brings up the 100 as well. 8 overs. 7 overs after this. I think USRC would now feel that they've got their noses right in line with PACC. A wicket here could change that. But so far, USRC have been doing very well. Ooh. Beats Akbar on that good length delivery. The ball not really bouncing a lot. Just skidding through. Baba already on 51. Quietly so. That is quick. It's very, very well bowled. Akbar Khan just slightly late on that one. So this kid Sajad, he's got some pace about him. He's got an action that is very repeatable. He just needs to stick to a length that is more in the batter's half than his own. Babar getting across to that 50 as well. 51 for him now. That one is hit straight to the fielder. And that is a good end to the over. And 3 dot balls to end the over. And after 13, it's 101 on the board for USRC for the loss of 4. Ghazanfar to continue and ball his last of his spell. He's bowled 3 good overs. And Baba comes down, picks it up and puts it over the fence. Another 6 for Baba. Amazing how easy it is for him to put it over the boundary. Just the wrists at the end there, flicking them. Gets a lot of power. Comes down again, and once again a boundary and a single for Baba. He's done that on multiple occasions. Hit a boundary and taken a single. For those youngsters watching, take a note. If you are in the zone, if you are batting well, if you are hitting them nicely, get a 6, get a 4 and get across to the other end. Let the other batter do the job. Work in partnerships. And Akbar, rightly so, once again just turns it away towards the leg side for a single. And Akbar's been such an important part in this partnership. He's found the fence when he needed to, and now he knows Babar is ticking, so he's just turning the strike over. Oh, that is cut hard. Vicious there from Baba. Tariq Naz lucky not to get a hand to that one. A bit of Virender Sehwag there. Oh, that was a smash and a half. It's a proper forehand, tennis forehand there from Babar Hayat there. Got the width on that one and puts it away. Very nicely played. And then forward defense. Boring. Into the 14th over. We've not seen Yasim Mutaza come in and bowl since that 15-run over. Well bowled by Ghazanfar. That's the end of his spell. He's bowled nicely. And Babar Hayat just nods it back, knocks it back to Ghazanfar. Ghazanfar, unfortunately, today, no wickets for him. He's gone for 31 off his 4 overs in the context of the game. Still a good spell. Went for 12 off his last over. And Sajad with that 12-run over, now taken out of the attack. Looks like Yasim Mutaza is coming back into the attack. And they've got, PACC have got 1 over from Anas, 1 over from Mohammad Wahid, and Yasim having bowled and just 1. He's got 3 overs. We've got 6 overs to go now. And the numbers work out nicely from here, but Yasim's overs are going to be so important. And this one is dropped into the leg side, just trying to look for the one. Akbar Khan. Akbar comes down the track and just hits it down to long on for a single. What a shot. I just couldn't pick up the ball. Babar Hayat there comes down the track and hits it so hard. He is in some really good form. Comes down again and he's been stumped. And that is what Yasim Mutaza had come back for. And he's picked out Babar Hayat. And now maybe PACC would feel this was the make it or break it wicket. And they have been able to pluck out Babar Hayat. Zishan doing the rest. Yasim pulling his length back, just going a little bit wider on that one as well, and nicely celebrated in the end as well. Three of the major players in cricket, Hong Kong, China, combining there. Babar Hayat, the batter out, Zishan, the wicket keeper, and Yasim Mutaza, the bowler. Zakir Hayat, the new batter. And this is now going to be very interesting. Both teams still in the game. Babar Hayat there trying to repeat the dose coming down the track. Goes back, works it towards the leg side. Zakir Hayat gets off the mark, first ball. And they've still got the runs that they need. I think it's going to be crucial that Akbar plays the anchor role now and he tries to guide this chase towards the end. Just another 50 to 60 runs required. Not the end of the world, but looking for a couple. And Rana is across and he gets Yasim Mutaza in the hands. A bit of excitement here. Not needed. And there's plenty of excitement there already. Kishal Silva just walking around, just having a little look at his players and looking at what's going on. Rana Nasrullah comes into the attack and balls wide to start off. Zishan gives him the look, not happy with that, making him work down the leg side. And Rana Nasrullah has tapered off just ever so slightly, really. He had he didn't really have the best of the All-Stars. Was taken away for quite a lot of runs and didn't really pick up wickets. Would have dented his confidence a little bit, but he's a fine bowler going Yorker length there, inside edge of the bat. Sajad there at short, fine leg. Doing the fielding. And Rana Nasrullah is right into that death bowling mode already. And kind of agree with it as well, because if here PACC bowls a couple of overs where USRC don't score more than 6 or 7, even 8 runs and over, they're going to have to go at 12s in the end, and that's not going to be easy. Especially with Yasim Mutaza in that last over picking up a wicket, that would have given him a lot of confidence after that first over. Oh, he's bowled him, he's through him! Too quick for Zakir Hayat, and Rana Nasrullah has a last laugh. And that's a brilliant, brilliant ball. And just too quick for him. And Zakir Hayat hasn't really had a very good game. Rana Nasrullah getting the better of the batter. It was quick, it came in a little bit. And these situations can actually turn things around for you. Looks like it's going to be Aftab Hussain, who had a very, very good day with the ball. USRC asking Aftab Hussain to do the job for them now. Aftab Hussain and Rana Nasrullah with his tail up. He is going to be hard to face. That last one was quick. Unfortunate for Zakir Ayad. He's had an ordinary game today. And did pick up a wicket, but there was not much that he offered with the ball in the field. Dropped a couple of catches. Oh, that is quick. Just bottom edged, and they've got a deep third man. Rightly so for Rana Nasrullah. He is bowling at a decent click right now. I wish there was speed guns. He is bowling very, very well. Rana once again finds the block hole. This is a very, very good over here from Rana Nasrullah. Rana Nasrullah, will he be able to close out this over? Oh, he's bowled another one! And Aftab Hussain's innings comes to an end, and Rana Nasrullah is on fire. What a beautiful ball once again. And that's the end of Aftab Hussain as well. And now it's going to be tough, very, very tough. Those last 50-odd runs are going to be a very uphill task now for USRC. Akbar's got to play out of his skin. He is probably going to have to get more than half of those runs if they are to get across the line. But this was an inspired change, really. Yasim Mutaza throwing it back to Rana Nasrullah, bringing himself on. They've taken 3 very, very important wickets in the last over or so. Just another 3 wickets remaining in with Rana. With his confidence up, he could actually run through them. And then they've got Muhammad Wahid, who's picked up 4. He could come in and picked up his Michelle as well. He's got 1 over. It'll be interesting to see when he is brought back into the attack. Rana with the last ball of the over. Oh, tries to go for the Yorker. Benny barely just gets the bat down in time and hits it straight to Ghazanfa at extra cover. It's a very good over from Rana Nasrullah. Four runs and a couple of wickets in that over. 126 for the loss of 7 after 16 overs for USRC Premier. Fortunately, they've lost their way a little bit in the last 2 overs, especially with those wickets. 4 overs remaining and another 50, exactly another 50 runs to get. And they've now thrown it back to Mohammad Wahid. And I think they're just probably thinking if they could get Akbar out, this will just close out the game. And if they could somehow manage to just quiet over here as well, it'll just make the job a lot easier. And then Yasim Mutaza can close out from one end. And Rana Nasrullah has still got one more over left. That's nicely bowled by Mohammad Wahid. Make no mistake, Benny can bat. He's done it in the past, and he hits a long ball as well. As part of the Cricket Hong Kong China 6's side a couple of years back. So he's got the ability, and it's going to be important, and his best is going to be required here at this point. And it looks unlikely for USRC now. But they've just got to hang in and just trust themselves and go for the hits, go for the runs. Up in the air, fielder there, should be a catch. Oh, doesn't get to it. Just a single there, dropping in no man's land there. I think the fielders just waiting back on the fence, just maybe weary of trying to not leak a boundary here. And hits it for 6. Up and over the long off fence. Akbar has been very, very good down the ground today. And once again, very clean, neat swing of the bat from Khan Akbar. It's a good ball, and he's hit it nicely in a gap. Khan Akbar, that is good commitment there from Yasim Mutaza on the boundary. They get back for a couple, and Wahid there fails to get his fifer, but that has been a very, very good bowling spell, to say the least. He's gone for just 19 and picked up 4 wickets. My man of the match, really, Mohammad Wahid. And I think it's going to be Yasim Mutaza from the other end. Just 3 overs to go. And Yasim Mutaza is most likely going to bowl the 18th and the 20th if it goes until that. And I think from the other end it's going to be Rana Nasrullah. So 3 overs very much sorted for PACC. It's going to be Yasim Mutaza, Rana Nasrullah and Yasim Mutaza. If Yasim Mutaza does not decide to throw in a surprise there, which seems very unlikely. I think this is also going to be the over that is either going to give USRC a chance or just kill the game right here and right Now, this over being a big one could still keep USRC in, and doesn't really get the start he wanted. Wanted to go across, just gets the bottom edge out to that point fielder. Tariq Naz, the fielder there. And I've said it so many times, it's just so refreshing to see Yasim Mutaza, especially with his changes of pace. Once again, slower. What a shot! Just gets on top of that one and flat bats it over. Extra cover for 4. That's a very good shot. Very nicely played. This moves back, finds a little bit of room there, and hits it for 4. USRC not willing to go down easy. Still trying to make a fist of this one. Comes down, gets a top edge, running across. Sajad Khan puts in the dive. Great effort there from the fast bowler. Valiant effort, really. Really nice. That was a very good effort there from Sajad Khan. Yes, it might not have been a catch, but it was a very tough chance. And that was very well done by Sajad Khan. Pulled it away, but a fielder back there. And no real pace on that one from Yasim Mutaza. Just telling the batter to make all the pace they need. He is not going to provide them with. I wouldn't be surprised if this is just slightly quicker, or either he's just going to pull his pace even further down. Yeah, slightly quicker. Tries to go over extra cover again. Would be a cat and mouse, but they'll come back for an easy 2. Still hanging on, USRC. 32 required in 2.1 overs. And this one is hit out to mid-wicket. They want to come back for 2. No, really, no. And that was a good throw right into the bowler's hands. And that is the end of the over. After 18 overs. It's 145 for the loss of 7. Another 30 required in the last 2 overs. Rana Nasrullah will bowl his final over. Rana has been good as well. Has gone for 22 off his 3 overs and picked up a couple of wickets and picked them at a very important time there. He needed to support his skipper with the ball, and he's done that really nicely. And just getting the right fielders in the right spot. Hafiz Khan has been sent out to cow corner. They've got Tariq Naz at deep mid-wicket now, pushing him back to, I think, a deep square now. Fine leg and third man up in the circle. Not sure if they should be fielding with the third man inside the circle, but they've decided to go that way. Got a long off as well. Slower one, hit down the ground. A cross-batted swipe there once again from Benny Paras Singh. They'll need at least 4 maximums. Maybe 3. But maximums are going to be important. I don't think with no maximums they'll get over the line, because it's very touch and go. Just 11 balls to get another 29 runs. Short ball, but a slow short ball. Really very well bowled. Ooh. Not too sure if Akbar would still be out there had that ball hit. Still a little bit lazy there. Just 2 singles off the first 2 balls. Slow one, hit away, gone for 6. I think he's just bowled 1 slow ball too many and into the wicket. Yep, once again, slow ball into the wicket. He probably can.
चाहिए तो 3 छक्के इनके 3 छक्के मारे तो मैच जीत जाते हैं बाकी शिमला में तो लेसन ना
Loud appeal. And not given by the umpire. PACC once again. Not happy there. Yasim Mutaza just walks down to have a little chat with Venkatesh. Just asking what was the sound for. Rana just points to that leg as well. So not sure what that had actually hit. There must have been a sound. In the midst of all of this, it's a dot ball. Very valuable. And now 23 of 8 is looking harder and harder. 4 sixes does it. But who's going to hit them? Paras Singh, Benny maybe. And that now has been given leg before wicket by Venkatesh, the umpire. Full and straight there from Rana Nasrullah. Yup, plumb as they get. Hitting middle of middle. And in walks Ali Hassan. And Benny on his way out. Just signals to him. Come on, mate. It's easy. Just another 4 sixes. One, 5, 3 for the loss of 8 now. 7 balls, 23 runs. And Rana quietly has picked up 3 wickets. He's picked them at the right time as well. And he's bowled him as well. Too quick for Hassan Ali. He's bowled him. And that's probably the end of USRC. Just the last wicket coming in now. Ishtiaq Muhammad. 4 sixes needed. If there's anything that plays maybe into USRC's favour, that is Akbar Khan will be on strike for the last over. He'll probably look to take all the 6 deliveries, and if it is to be, it will be. If Akbar is to be that hero today, he will be able to put them over the fence, but 4 sixes may be a task, a touch too hard for him to complete. Yasim Mutaza. with the last over. Akbar Khan on strike. And there's no 6. 5 balls, 4 6s needed. And it's amazing what pressure can do to you. Akbar Khan, who's been so good down the ground, just had a wild leg side swipe there and he's bowled him, and that's the end of the game, and that's the end of the innings. Well done, Yasim Mutaza, after having gone for 15 in that first over. After having gone for 15 in that first over, he's come back and he's bowled really, really well. PACC putting up, I think it was just at par, the score. And they've come out and defended very nicely, the PACC boys. So they get the first points on the table. USRC at one point with Babar Hayat and Akbar Khan batting together looked like they would be able to get across the line with these two carrying on. And Qasim there with 11, 1-6 in there. Sardar with no runs. Babar Hayat was a big wicket, 66 off 39. Yasim Mutaza picking him up was a very good wicket. And the next two to follow didn't really get much runs on the board. Akbar Khan fought hard, 45 for 41, but the rest of them just couldn't really put up a score. Parvez Singh down the order there, getting 16 off 11, but nothing else to really talk about. Ending up at 153 all out with the bowlers. Mohammad Wahid starting them off really nicely. I think that was the spell of the day. 4 overs, 4 for 19 for the young man. Anas Khan started off really nicely, just a couple of overs in his first 1 over, but then got a bit of a tap. 25 for 3 overs for him. Yasim Mutaza 3.2 overs, 31 for 2, 15 coming off that very first over from him. 2 very important wickets. Was then for 4 overs, none for 31. And Rana in the end, they're picking up 4 wickets. No maidens, 4 overs, 4 for 30, and Khan Sajad with just that 1 over. That brings us to the end of another Premier League cricket day, and PACC in the end turning out to be the winners, the prime performers really today for PACC. Wahid and Rana Nasrullah with the ball, both picking 4 wickets. And in the end, it's points for PACC. We'll be back again next week for the second round. The first round from Mission Road is over. This is Asif Hussain. Pleasure calling the second game. I'll see you guys next week.